Hey folks, Tim Newman with Lite Studios bringing you yet again another daily assignment. This assignment for August 21st, 2019. Our assignment today is titled Rear Ends. I know, I got you all excited, but it's not as exciting as you might think. I mean, I think it's still exciting, but in this assignment, you should be out following cars around and capturing compelling images of their rear ends. Don't follow too close now. All right, some sample images for you. Here we have the rear end of a 1950s vintage Ferrari. This is not a rear end that you see every day. Definitely a picture that would just grab your attention and be want to take in immediately. One thing I'll note here, we've got rule of thirds going on here in a couple of different ways, and the color set's managed pretty well. This owner asked that their license plate be blanked out in post-production because they know that people can use license plates to locate their address, etc. Don't forget to be respectful of people that are allowing you to take images but asking for requests like that. It's simple to do, and it's a great way to pay the subject back for investing their time in helping you to get a photo. Next sample image, another rear end. And I really love the rear end in this car. This is actually taken over the United Kingdom, and of course cars are a little different over there, a little vintage. Things tend to stick around longer in other countries than they do in the U.S. We discard cars quickly here. They baby them and keep them around for a long time, kind of as a matter of course. So I really like the color sets in here. Again, a little rule of thirds happening here, and the diagonal across the frame is definitely noticeable here, no question about it. Let's take a look at the elements of design here. Shapes are going to matter. That's what makes cars recognizable in profile or from the front or the back, is that whole shape perspective. And of course, if you got the right lights, the right time of day, and the right angle on it, you can turn it into 3D form. That gets a little trickier, but that's where the really great images come out. And quality of light, I think you'll see that displayed in all these scenes. Let's take a look at another sample image. Okay, it's still a rear end. It's not the whole rear end, but how cool is this picture? I love the way the colors pop off one another in this picture. I love the tack sharp focus right at the bezel of the taillight assembly and just that one edge of the grille, and then the real quick fall off diagonally. This is really working the focal plane in the scene. I think this is a really fun image, and I wish that I could find images like this every single day. All right. Here's another rear end picture. Not necessarily a happy rear end picture, but it happens, and at least these people are trading their insurance information. That's why I said don't follow too closely. But I don't know if you see it here, but a very stylized color set. Rule of thirds is happening here, and we've got some good street scene subject interaction as well. I'm not so sure these people would be thrilled to have their picture taken like this every day, but I like the shot all the same. Last but not least, the quintessential rear end, the just married rear end, Dragon to Cannes rear end. I think this is a pretty cool shot, and this one's not too hard to find. Just hang around wedding venues and you can grab a shot like this all the time. Not sure you'll find the vintage Volkswagen all the time, but the scene's not that hard to find. And I think it looks pretty cool like this. So there you go, folks. Let's take a look at the rules of composition that we're using here. Rule of thirds in every one of the sample pictures that you saw here definitely matters. It's a really great way to distribute the elements within the scene. Balance is important here, both subject balance and tonal balance, and to a certain extent, geometric balance. Cars are all about geometry, right? And last but not least, perspective. Think about the images that you just saw and where the viewer was located, where the camera was at position-wise relative to the scene that they were shooting. All right, let's take a look at our formatting specifications here. If you're going to submit an image for consideration in the semi-monthly critique, here's the way you're going to export them out of your editing software. And you can see an example of the file name for today's date below, plus our naming standard. If none of this makes any sense to you, please take a look at our Update 01 video, for which there is a link in the description below. Right next to that link, you'll find a link for the upload URL, making it easy for you to upload images. And then kind of off to the side, but in bright red, so it's not easy to miss, look for the subscribe button down there. That'll help you stay connected with what we're doing here at Lite Studios. All right, there. Go out and find some rear ends. I bet you never thought you'd have people telling you to do that. And when you're out there looking for those rear ends, remember, learning equals skills, practice equals mastery. We'll see you out there.